You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we gonna have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips. I'm Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
It's pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a
part,
good
you
point.
know? You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You are great.
You're oh so great.
Welcome to the Hug Life Podcast. I am Mike Night Rider Coletta.
And I am Monica Day Tripper Nevi.
That's nice. I was like, which way is he going to go with this? Could have been
Which
Baywatch.
way is he gonna go?
Welcome to our podcast. It's great. It's positive. You're here. It's going to be awesome.
Oh my God, you're here.
Yeah, I'm so excited you're here.
You're here. Do you have any shows you would like to plug for the listener, Monica?
Yes, of course. This week, I am at Dog Days Brewing in Bremerton on Friday, the 2nd. And then on Saturday, we're going to do a live stream show on YouTube, same way we used to. It's kind of an anniversary one. It's going to be a good time. So you can watch it from your home just on my YouTube. It's for free unless you want to donate, which you should, but whatever. Me, Cameron Mazuka, Mickey Housley, and Sandra L. Ross. It's going to be a great show.
Old Cammy Zooks.
You just hang out, you watch, you chat if you'd like to. Okay. Then next weekend, the 9th and 10th, I will be in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho at the Honey Social Club with one of my besties, Mike Coletta.
Oh, that's me. Take that, people trying to be Monica's bestie. Got you real good, you butt nugget.
Yeah, you won't be in Idaho with us.
Off the mic woo, you know?
That's how serious it is. Didn't want to...
It's going to be interesting and fun and enjoyable, and I'm excited.
Yeah, we sold some tickets, so if you're going to come, I would suggest getting them now.
We're movers and shakers.
Yes, we are.
In Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Yes. Big in Coeur d'Alene. Yep, that's all I got, though. Do you have any other shows you'd like to plug? I
really don't. I mean, the first shows, because I've been waiting, and then April 8th is when I am officially done with the vac, because I got my 2 doses. And
you got the second dose, right? You got to have your
and it
2
knocked
weeks.
me on my ass. If like about 10 o'clock at night, the day of the shot, it felt like I was hit by a truck.
Were you just really tired, or did you feel like sick symptoms?
Sick. I was feverish. I was shivering, and like I felt like absolute poop for about almost 48 hours. I would
which
say.
One did you get?
I got the shot at 9 a.m. on Friday, and I didn't feel better until I woke up on Sunday morning.
Wow.
I mean, granted, Saturday night was a lot better. Like it was just a headache versus the shivering. The shivering stopped after a night of sleeping.
Which one did you get?
I got Pfizer, and it really knocked me out. But then I realized it's probably good it knocked me out, because that means if I had actually gotten sick, it would have been real bad. Is what my thought process was.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because it was rough.
My dad hasn't had a second one. My mom got her second one a while ago, and my grandparents, and they all said they were really tired, but they didn't necessarily have sick symptoms. So
yeah, I never react like that to shit. And it was real bad. I was shivery, which I just hadn't been shivery in so long. I was I forgot what it felt like to be sick because I'd been inside for so long, not leaving.
not being
it was kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get it.
Strange.
We went to Idaho before and tested and didn't get it. So Cameron was very surprised. He was like, I can't believe I didn't get it. And I was like, well, if you got it, I would have gotten it. So
the amount of fucking people that think they got it drives me insane. I have friends that are like, oh, I had it already, so it's not a big deal. I'm like, oh, did you get tested? They're like, no. And I'm like, so you're just spitballing.
Did
that
you
got
watch
it.
Nate Bargatze's new special?
No,
he's like
that?
Everyone keeps it like, oh, I think I already had it. He's like, I have a friend who was like, yeah, I had it in 2015. I was the first person to have it, and he's like, no, it didn't even exist then.
It's so bananas to me that is a thing that I hear so much from friends or acquaintances. They're like, yeah, I had it already. I'm like, oh, you got tested? They're like, no, I just know I had it because it was really bad. I'm like,
it's funny because
could have been the flu, dude.
I got strep throat in December of 2019. And I tested and had strep throat. I had a strep test. But it was the most painful strep I've ever had, which I've actually had quite a bit. And I just can't help but think maybe that was, like people are like,
no,
oh, you could have already had it. I'm like, well, maybe I was in Mexico. I didn't get it here.
Not making fun of anyone. It's just so funny to me. It's like a psychological
but it is
thing
what
with
you
people
think.
where they think,
yeah, for sure.
like, some guy probably stubbed his toe and thinks he got COVID.
I got
He's
COVID.
like, my head hurt afterward for a bit.
I couldn't taste for a while. You're like,
couldn't- Oh man, I couldn't smell for like a week. Well, that's because you like burned your nasal passages with inhaling fumes. Yeah, it was probably COVID though.
Right.
Probably COVID.
like, I've had COVID for 3 years. It's because you smoke
I've been huffing paint since 2018, but I probably had COVID.
Oh, anyways, if you're enjoying yourself, what you should be, you can rate and review, subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. You can follow us on Spotify or whatever app you use. Enjoy that, subscribe, and it'll be a wonderful time. You can also go to patreon.com/huglifepodcast, donate $1 a month, and then, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And then you get a bonus episode each month, along with some discount codes and stuff like that. In fact, I actually have a discount code for our shows in Coeur d'Alene that I'll put on there today when either Mike gives me the password again or I tell him what the code is and then he can put it on there. I don't know why my fucking phone won't keep it on there.
I'm telling you got to get one password. I have it stored now and I can access it and look at it. And it's so much easier. And I'll share it with you after this.
Okay, perfect. Yep, Patreon, good time. What else is there, Mike?
Oh, you can go to monicanebby.com or huglifepodcast.com. Click on the Amazon banner shop as you normally would. Get a little kickback, a little something on the side.
There you go.
You could also go to studiododge.com or at Studio Dodge on Instagram and support our friend Danny Dodge and her wonderful art.
And she does all the art for our show and now my other show. So there you go.
There you go. And you could also go to Hug Life Podcast on Instagram at Hug Life Podcast.
Yes.
And you could look at cute animals or you could look at pictures of guests we've had who are very successful.
I just put pictures
And some
of
that
them.
aren't successful. Dun, dun, dun.
It's just us
kidding.
once a week
Everyone's
and then some
successful if
cute
you've been on this
animals.
podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
You can look at cute animals that are also very successful in comedy.
Yes. They're far more successful than us. Those animals have more likes than we do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you have any lexical embraces?
Lexical embrace. I do. I
have one as well. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, you go first.
I am lexically embracing enough sleep. So it could be you getting enough sleep, or I think more importantly, other people around you getting enough sleep. I feel like people are so much different when they've slept enough.
Oh yeah, that was the best part about feeling sick because I slept so much last weekend.
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually going into Monday, I was like, I feel really good because I slept so much.
You're like, this is great.
Yeah, I got all caught back up because I was sleeping like 10 to 12 hours those 2 days, just passed out.
Well, I mean,
not including day naps, which were frequent as well.
I just remember how grumpy people were at work when they haven't slept enough. Or, I mean, I've been hungover enough times in my life that I'm like, this is making me not fun,
Yeah, it's hard for me with class too because I have class every Tuesday, Thursday from like 6:30 to 9:30, but I usually I'm in there until like 10 usually, and it's like I want to have a night still, so I push myself to stay up too late. When in reality, I should just be like, no, you just hang out for an hour and then go to bed. Like you shouldn't but I end up staying until like 1 or 2 in the morning because I'm an animal.
I never thought I could be like a morning-ish person. And I wake up at like 6:45 now. There's no alarm or anything. I just wake up.
Some psycho shit right there.
I know.
Some real serial killer shit. She wakes up at 6:30 in the morning and goes to the park and looks at all the mom butts she's going to murder
I do.
someday.
Old lady butts. No, I just try not to get murdered there. That's fun. I'm getting
Tacoma.
faster. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Yes. So getting enough sleep. Very important with children too. That's kind of where the thought came from. Yep. What's your lexical embrace?
Mine is I just planted blueberries yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. We got 2 varieties from the nursery. It was blue and pink.
pink blueberries?
Yeah, they make a pink blueberry. That's like been just planted into being pink, you know?
How does that taste different?
It doesn't taste different. It's the same as a blueberry, but it just is pink colored. Just got that pink gene that makes it
Pinkberry.
look pink.
Got it.
So I planted those bushes in our new like garden plot because we're doing a lot of work. Well, I want to say Katie's doing a lot of work.
We all assumed. You don't need to.
Yeah, and then and so we planted a bunch of stuff yesterday, and then we probably won't have blueberries for a couple years, probably. Like we'll maybe get like 1 or 2 this year, but then they should just be like a thing for a while. 'Cause I told you about asparagus, right?
Yeah.
And the asparagus, it's like we got to wait like 3 years until we can harvest it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because the shoots are like, that's why when you go to the grocery store and you see like super skinny asparagus, it means they're like over harvesting as much as they can.
Oh, because they're not. Well, we got some real thick ones the other day, and I was like, Jesus.
The thick ones are better to like grill directly so they don't fall through the grates.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know?
that makes sense.
That's what
yeah.
I usually like to get because the Costco kind, they usually have thicker asparagus that you can grill that won't fall through the grates of your grill. But the thin ones are good
Stick
for
through
like
'em.
oven roasting.
Yeah, I just didn't know that. Well, I mean, obviously they're bigger. They've grown longer. That makes sense. I just didn't know there was a point that's like
Yeah.
harvesting
because
them early.
The asparagus or the little young little shoots that come out of the ground are what you eat. So if they're not thick enough, it means the plant's not healthy enough and the plant will die if you keep
Interesting.
cutting
Well,
those
because
off.
we have a lot of stuff out there now, but we have peas that are doing real well compared to like
Nice.
they're right next to carrots. Carrots aren't doing shit yet. So
Yeah, we planted potatoes, onions, blueberries, a bunch of ferns to like fill in the spaces, and then some like weird, it's like gold thyme, like the herb, but we got it because we put it on the dirt parts of the steps because it's like a plant that like doesn't mind being stepped on. It's like I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it if you're cool with it.
some people get off on that, you know.
Yeah, so we got that, but I'm excited about what's going to happen with the old gardenia here.
Yeah, that's great. Anyways, I hope everyone else is enjoying their gardens or
Yeah, get outside. Just look at other people's gardens if you can.
yeah, I was gonna say just steal stuff. Just steal.
I almost messaged Cammy Zooks to see if he's ever done blueberries because it's like a commitment though. I feel like I'm gonna have these blueberry bushes for years. So
I mean, yeah, if that's something you can commit to,
yeah,
you
I put a
guys,
ring around each one.
homeowners.
Yeah,
Yes,
if you like it, then you should put a ring on your blueberries.
like vegetables that die.
Is there a
Yeah.
plant you would marry?
Tomatoes.
Wow, that was very quick. Like I thought you were going to put more thought into that, like some sort of tree that's old and wise. It was just like tomatoes.
We've been together for this long,
All right.
Is
Well,
there a plant that you would marry?
probably like an apple tree or something,
Okay.
something with hardy fruit.
Is an apple
Yeah.
hardy fruit? I feel like
I
that's
feel like an apple's a pretty hardy fruit.
crisp to me, but yeah, I guess. I mean, it's
The
thick.
thing you can hold it in your hand. It's like,
Yeah, you
it's
can
like a
juggle.
baseball.
You can
You
throw
can
it.
juggle it.
Yeah.
I could impress the apple tree by juggling its youth
Yeah.
because that's what it is. You're just eating its children.
It's you. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what you marry the apple tree, then you
Eat
your
its children. Mhm. Same with blueberry bushes,
I guess so. Um,
and they're delicious.
can I do a kind of comedy specific lexical embrace real quick?
Sure,
I
I
feel
think
like
that's
it's-
totally fine.
A tad bit of a PSA as well. I am lexically embracing corded microphones. I
Oh
hate wireless
my
microphones, and I've only had bad experiences this year, of course, but every single time I've used a wireless microphone since we've been allowed to do shows, it's cutting out constantly.
I
I did-
100% agree with you.
It's never I've just never had a good experience with it. And now I'm like anxious and paranoid that it's going to cut out, and then it does.
They're
cut
also
out.
always bad.
Yeah.
Like all the
Cause
shitty casino shows we do have wireless mics,
Oh,
and I'm
it's-
like, why? Why are we doing this to ourselves?
I
Chords
did
are better.
a virtual show, but they had me come into a theater and then
Mhm.
perform in front of someone's phone like I would do in my room,
Mhm. This sounds like a good idea.
which was an interesting, whatever. But it would have been fine, except we had to move, like it's a theater stage. So you had to move the speakers closer to the phone because people couldn't tell what was being said. We tried it out before, thank God. But then they used a wireless mic, which did work during the sound check, but then it started cutting out like the whole time. I'm doing 20 minutes to a phone with 3 people in the room, one of which is Erin, so she's already heard everything. And then it's cutting in and out. And I was like, God damn it. Like, of all times, why couldn't you just use a corded microphone?
Yeah, it's so easy too.
And no one else is here. You're not doing anything.
They're also cheaper. It's
That
one of
is
those things
true.
that the cheaper version is better to purchase.
I don't know why people like wireless.
Speaking of which, I'm going to need to borrow your speaker again, probably.
Okay. It sounds...
Or get the Amazon link for it and buy it myself.
I think I got it at a Guitar Center, honestly. So...
Oh, I love
but
Guitar
I'm sure
Center. I
you
should
could
go
find
there.
the same one. But yeah. Anyways, corded
love me a
microphones.
Guitar Center.
So if you are putting on a show or any sort of performance or anything that needs a microphone, my recommendation is to use a corded microphone.
Yeah, corded microphones,
Period.
100%. And that's what I go with too, because they're the best.
Yes, it's easier.
Always.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's my
That was a good PSA.
lexicon brace/PSA.
Do you want to do the next segment?
Yeah. Hey guys, good news.
Hi, welcome to the Good News Segment. See, my Coletta. The first story is actually not written down just because it's general news, but they finally moved the ship in the Suez Canal.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, it's exciting.
That
That thing
is
really
good
screwed
news.
up everything.
That's
And
funny
also,
that-
I feel like it's important to note how cool it is, like how happy the Egyptian tugboat crews were when they got it to move. Like their looks of joy is just worth it
Oh,
alone.
yeah. They're taking that long. That's like everybody gave up,
Yeah, they had to wait for like a high tide and they had to like dig out underneath it and all sorts of stuff. It was really crazy, but it's also, also fun to see how many like Suez Canal blockage poop jokes there were on the internet. So that's one positive from it too. So it was good. It was a good time.
A lot of Taco Bell references.
A lot of Taco Bell references. Okay, so the second story is the Louvre. You know that giant museum that has a lot of priceless art in it?
I do know what the Louvre is, yes.
Has digitized 482,000 pieces of art, and they're all available for free online.
Just to look at online.
Just to look at. And it's almost like visiting a virtual tour of the Louvre, and it actually will show you like a picture of the wall and then what the paintings are and everything. It's like almost it is a digital tour, and you could go for free. You could take a free tour of the museum.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Well, the only thing, I mean, I wouldn't assume that it's deterring people from actually going, but I've heard Paris isn't doing great as far as COVID currently.
Hilton or France?
Either. I don't know. She hasn't.
They're probably not doing great.
No, I think she's doing fine. I just watched the documentary. Anyways, there's one on YouTube if you haven't seen it. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. So I went to the Prado, which is in Spain, in Madrid.
Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah, and the thing about going, and I'm sure anybody's been to any art museum, if you've been to Seattle Art Museum or wherever, Los Angeles, wherever you may reside, art is huge. Some of those paintings are huge, so it'd be cool to see, but there's nothing that's really quite like standing next to it and seeing it in real life.
Art is huge except for the Mona Lisa, which is small.
Some are small, yeah, but I mean, I saw the Garden of Earthly Delights, which I really liked when I learned in like art history that I took my senior year or whatever. Saw it in real life, and it's so much different than, because it really is 3 panels of paintings that are taller than me.
Wow. Does that make you want to paint paintings that are just as tall as you of you and 3 of them that sit next to each other?
I want someone else to paint that, sure.
Danny Dodge.
Look like they're talking to each other.
This is all an art plug.
This is all that really happens.
I've been to the Louvre. I just remember we didn't have enough time to like really go see the whole thing because it's so much.
Well, there you go. Now you can catch up.
I just went and saw the bangers, the real hits.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to do when you have that much time. All right. Well, that's a segment. You want to end it?
Hey guys, that was good news. Yeah. All right, you ready for a top 5?
Ooh, yes, I am ready for a top 5.
I couldn't even tell you where this came from, but I'm gonna stand by it anyways. These are, maybe it's because it's getting nicer outside, which is fun for gardening, but also that means, and there's going to be a lot of redos this year, weddings. So these are the worst wedding gifts.
The top 5 worst wedding gifts.
Yeah, to give, it's like the kind of the general, not like specifics, but the general things. So if you're headed to a wedding, do not bring these gifts.
Gotcha.
You have to say why you are happy to walk up with said gift.
Gotcha.
Okay. Number 1, a pet. So like a live animal of some sort, not a plant, but a pet.
What if it becomes their best friend and it's the only good thing from their marriage after it fails?
I mean, that would be great. Wait, did you say their marriage failed?
Yes, I did. The marriage ended, but at least Mike got me this Cocker Spaniel.
Right. At least that's what people say to their children a lot. They're like,
they'll be like, hey, you know what? Your mother didn't love you, but now we have this Cocker Spaniel.
That's not what I was going to say. I was going to say, they say, things didn't work out between me and your other parent, but I got you. So it was worth it, You have bad parents? Okay.
They were going to focus on the Cocker Spaniel in my mind.
Yeah, you're like, but we got this dog, so.
He's pretty cool. He just pooped on the floor. No big deal.
Yeah. All right. Number 2, matching things. So anything that matches, like you got t-shirts that match, maybe a sweat outfit.
I would get matching outfits just for one of them with me to show who I like the best.
What have you
and
got?
as like a power move.
You got the matching gifts. They open them up, and then you are also wearing the same thing.
Yeah.
So you match with them too.
Like you're engaged, right? So if at your wedding, I get you a shirt that says "Tootnado Pals" or whatever, and you open it and you're like, oh, it has your name on the back of it too.
I see.
And then Erin's like, where's my shirt? And then I just take my other shirt off, and on it says Tootnado Pals, and on the back it's my name, like a jersey.
So she doesn't get one.
She doesn't get one.
You know what? Luckily, knowing my fiance, she'd be like, thank God you didn't get me one of those. So.
That's hella rude, but it's also a power move, which is why I'm sticking to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Are these all wedding gift hints, by the way? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No,
you want
not
a
at all. I
dog
mean,
and you want a shirt?
For like a year and a half, but no, I honestly don't know why these. Yeah, I think it is the weather, but just searching, like sometimes I'll just search worst.
I'm not going to weddings right now.
Let it autofill. You know what I mean? So that's what happened.
The wedding has to have really good food and cake for me to make it worthwhile to go.
Oh, we're going to have good food.
Better.
Oh, we will. Okay. Number 3.
Red Robin Catering?
It's going to be chicken wings. I don't want people to steal our ideas, but yeah, we're doing some chicken wings and some other charcuterie items.
Charcuterie.
Yep. Okay.
You said that the other day. I'm like, oh, charcuterie? And she goes, charcuterie? And I'm like, oh, this is great. What a great time we're having.
Look at us having fun. Oh, God. Okay. Number 3 is something, I don't want to say it, inappropriate in like getting a book that's like something like he's just not that into you, or what's the other one?
Like a relationship advice or self-help?
Yeah, something like that. But it's like shitty, something shitty that's like,
it's like, hey, I got you the player's handbook or whatever.
Why Men Love Bitches is a book that was on this
I got you this
list.
book. It's called All D's Hoes.
Yeah,
it's for you. It's
yeah.
about finding. Well, again, like, if you are trying to say, like, I don't like your wife.
You did
and you want to express that, but you're too afraid to just come out and say it. This is the opportunity, with the wedding gift.
That nobody would have said anything. That's what I always...
Also, what if they're in an open relationship, but they're getting married?
So you're... Okay, so you're saying they may
still
still
like, hey man, here's some help. Or lady.
Yeah, well, that's the one that'll probably get divorced. So...
Yeah, true.
I mean, maybe that's it. When they're like, does anybody object to these two getting married? And then you're just like, oh, just got a book here for
right
you.
Here.
There you go.
Got this book. It's called Cheating Soup for the Newlywed Soul.
Cheating
It took a while to get there, but we got there.
Cheating
I'm writing
soup
it
for
down
the
'cause
newlywed soul.
I seriously feel like I worked out for that one. Cheating
You're
soup for the
sweating a
newlywed
little bit.
soul.
I don't know. Okay, so it may be helpful if you're not a fan of the other person.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll save that one. Okay, so number 4 is a novelty gift, like something funny, like a Jesus nightlight or a shot glass.
Well, who doesn't love those? Keep it light. You know? Everyone's giving people like heavy shit, like, oh, I got you this like framed picture of us in a harbor. Here. Look at this whoopee cushion. It's got your name on it.
Look at this.
There you go.
Look, it's got your wedding date on it.
Hey, I got you one of those weird ass neon lights from Spencer's.
It's supposed to remind you to always have fun, and it's a reminder that I only had $12.
I got you this fake plastic dog poop for your wedding. Got it at Spencer's Gifts, and along with a Pink Floyd poster of the girls with their butts and their backs painted.
I forgot about those. Yeah.
Because I hit the super mall right before your wedding.
Oh, the super mall. Okay. Number 5 is sex gifts, maybe a Kama Sutra book, a sex toy, or something along
That's
those lines.
good because I feel like it's just telling them you want them to keep it alive. You know, keep the romance alive and
That's
keep the
true.
love alive.
I
now,
feel like
should you get him a giant dildo? Probably not. You know, it's probably inappropriate. But
That's
like
true.
a sex book,
It's
that's
probably
fine.
making some assumptions if you're like, I got you a sex swing.
Yeah. I got you guys a slide that's just covered in dicks. You just go down it. It doesn't do
And
anything.
then what? Yeah, that's not.
It's not pleasurable. It's just pokey. It's not good.
That seems more of the novelty gift than
Yeah,
the
it
actual
really
sex
would
one. Okay. Oh, you did pretty good. I think you're ready to
feel
be
like I really
a
nailed
guest at a virtual wedding.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay. Shall we do a quiz?
Cheating Soup for the Newlywed Soul will come out later on this year as Amazon Publishing for my
Please,
personal books.
plug it every episode from now on.
Yep, I will. Okay. All right. You want to do the quiz?
Yeah.
This is one of the weirdest things I've ever found. Eat some chocolate-filled goods and we'll reveal if you're destined to be a beekeeper or tour guide.
Why are those our only options? Anyways.
Why
okay.
are they comparable?
I don't know. And why? Like, what has happened in your life where these are the only 2 things you can be?
I don't know. I mean, that's pretty crazy, though. Okay, so you got to choose the first one: an Oreo cupcake, a skillet brownie with ice cream, a chocolate square, or a chocolate tart.
What do you pick first?
I'm going skillet brownie all the way.
Okay, I love Oreo cookies. I love Oreo flavored things, so I'm going to go with the Oreo cupcake.
Nice.
Ooh.
Now, which one of these does your heart ache for? It says
Ew.
raspberry-filled chocolate bar, Twix bar, Whoppers, or Snickers.
Raspberry filled chocolate is my
I'm gonna go with a Twix. I love
big
a Twix.
Twix is
Although I love
great.
Whoppers too. All right, pick another: chocolate sponge cake, mini chocolate cakes, triple chocolate cake, or a black forest cake.
I'm going to go with the mini cakes because that means that's almost like a brownie, looks like, but also I can't eat like a whole chocolate cake, so that's perfect.
I like chocolate sponge cake over other kinds of chocolate cake because it tends to be moist.
Oh,
And I don't like a dry cake. I've eaten a
Sure.
lot of dry, mediocre bullshit cakes in my day. Okay? I have strong opinions about it. All right. Which treat do you want? A Ferrero, a ganache-filled truffle, a caramel-filled chocolate, or an assorted truffles? Like one of the kinds in the boxes that you have all the little things you can grab.
Like Forrest
Looks
Gump. I like the caramel filled chocolate.
Ooh, that's good. I'm going to go with ganache-filled because the Ferreros are all right, but I just want that chocolate
I don't
ganache.
yeah, the Ferreros are too hard for me.
Yeah.
I like
Pick a
soft.
box to receive on Valentine's Day. So you just got to pick one of these
Oh.
boxes of chocolates and tell me which one you pick and we'll describe it.
I'm going to go with the bottom left. Well, I assume it's the bottom left. It looks like different types of truffles. I like white chocolate. There's some different flavors here, and it looks like they may be soft on the inside, so I'm going with that one.
All right. I'm going to go with the top right one where they all look like little cups.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty fancy.
That's pretty cool.
Even though somebody's throwing them all over the place.
All right. Pick a dried fruit to be covered in chocolate: raisins, oranges, cherries, or figs.
Oh,
There's a
man.
right answer to this question.
think the oranges is what I would go with, but
I'm all about raisins. I love raisinets.
chocolate covered raisins are pretty good, but yeah, I'm going with oranges because I like those ones that you break like that.
Oh, they're fun. They're really
Those
fun.
are fun, yeah.
Choose a chocolate drink: hot chocolate, chocolate milk, milkshake, or a mocha.
I am going to go with hot chocolate because I still order that all the time because I don't drink coffee.
I like milkshakes.
Okay.
Love milkshakes. Pick a type of chocolate: milk chocolate, dark chocolate, white chocolate, or semi-sweet chocolate.
I'm going white chocolate.
I'm going dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate.
Okay.
End the day with a cold dessert: a chocolate ice cream bar, a chocolate ice cream cone, a hot fudge sundae, or a chocolate gelato.
What do you think?
I really like gelato.
Okay.
And I really like a sundae, but I feel like the best part about the chocolate ice cream cone is eating the cone. I love food that can all be eaten.
You know,
every
I know
piece
this.
of it.
I know this is about chocolate, but the reason I like a chocolate bar is because there's vanilla ice cream on the inside, like mixed with,
it's a
So I'm
good
gonna go
mix.
with the ice cream bar.
All right, I think I'm gonna go with the chocolate ice cream cone.
I mean, this one has a high percentage of us getting the same thing, right?
Yes. What did you get?
I got a tour guide.
I also got a tour guide, which is fine. The first time I took this, I got a beekeeper, though.
Okay, well, let me read what this means about us. You love spending your days exploring, showing off your knowledge, and making friends with new people. One day you will live in your dream location, and your energy will draw others to many adventures.
Gosh, we sound insufferable.
Yeah, that sounds not great to me.
Hey, do you guys know about my energy to draw you here? Was it my energy that did that?
Just love traveling. I think it's so important for
Do you
everyone.
just like traveling around? I think it's like super important to travel around, Monica?
Yep. Sorry,
I'm going
listening.
through
I
right
just
now,
realized-
and I'm picking the ones I did to see if we can get
I want to see what the
beekeeper.
beekeeper says. Yeah. What
Yeah.
are we not? You
Okay,
know?
beekeeper. You'll enjoy your life in the fields, under the sun with lots of honey.
Okay, it seems like it's just being people oriented versus not. So I guess that makes sense.
You'll have many great customers who will know you by name, and you'll make friends with the bees.
Yeah, it sounds like small.
It's
small,
like
small
you're
business.
either going to draw people with your energy, or you're just going to make friends with
Be
bees.
friends with bees. Yeah,
Do you want to be friends with bees? Who doesn't want to be friends with bees?
yeah. Can't I draw bees with my energy?
All right. Do you want to do the charity?
Yes, the charity this week is the National Women's Law Center. They focus on national and what's it called? Regional? State? It'd be state laws, I guess. Federal and state policies and laws that benefit women's rights and women in employment and in the government and all that fun stuff. And it's NWLC.org. NWLC.org. National Women's Law Center.
Nice.
Mhm.
Well, hey, Monica.
Hey.
Is there anything you want to say, Alyssa, before you go?
Yeah, I love you so much.